city is taking centre stage in a new documentary.
Its intention is to kill sharks, to cull them.
The number of marine life that are dying, that's criminal.
A shocking new documentary is set to stir up debate about Queensland's shark control program.
It will cause controversy.
The shark control program.
Pressure is mounting on the state government.
100,000 signatures calling for the shark nets to be removed.
Envoy shark cull
features some of the biggest names in ocean conservation.
Envoy.
Envoy.
Hey everyone, Andre here, director and producer of Envoy Shark Cull. We have been toying with the idea of doing a podcast, just short, snappy episodes, 5, maybe hopefully 10 minutes if I don't waffle too much, maximum per ep, just to do deeper dives on some certain topics related to the film and also the 3-4 years of campaigning that have transpired since the film's release. So today seemed like the right day to do the first one. Today's the first whale entanglement of the whale migration season in the Caloundra shark net on the Sunshine Coast. We also recently released a paper on whale entanglements in shark nets. So yeah, the mood struck me. It seemed like the right time to do the first episode. So here we go. Bear with me as we go deep on some topics. So, whale entanglements. They're unsurprising. There is 27 shark nets in Queensland that stay in the water all year round, including during whale migration season. This doesn't happen in New South Wales. In New South Wales, they were, in 1989, they made the decision to remove them during whale migration season and have done so ever since. So as problematic as the New South Wales program is in other areas, that's, I guess, pretty good that they decided to protect whales, get the nets out during the key months. Queensland haven't. That's despite the fact that New South Wales do and have proven that it works. That's despite the fact that their scientific working group, who advises the department, have advocated for this to happen since 2020, 2021. And despite the fact that there was a plan to do it. It was literally a press conference was scheduled for Mark Furner, Agriculture Minister and Fisheries Minister, to announce that there would be a trial of shark nets being removed during whale migration season all the way back in 2020. There was a trial about to be announced, press conference locked in, everything, last minute, cold feet, political backflip, didn't happen. So here we are, a bunch of years later, still entangling and likely killing a bunch of whales because we have no idea what state they're in after the release. We have no idea if they make it back to Antarctica. And in fact, in some circumstances, such as one particular entanglement in 2021, we're almost certain that it died. It was released with a bunch of chain, a bunch of net, and even some fluorescent orange buoys still around its tail. SeaWorld are on record saying anything released that's not perfectly disentangled, especially with stuff left around the tail fluke, is a death sentence. So we can safely say that at the very least, that one whale has died since that trial was abandoned. We've got a Freedom of Information, an RTI, Right to Information, application in at the moment to get all the internal communications around that government plan that was going to result in nets being removed during whale migration season and was subsequently abandoned. So hopefully we find some juicy stuff in there. We can get some real answers as to why that trial was abandoned. Through the grapevine here, it was the Premier. So the Fisheries Minister had approved it, was going to announce it. Like I said, press conference scheduled to happen, and the Premier stepped in and went, no, absolutely not, too risky politically. You can call that off. Thank you very much, Mr. Furner. Hopefully in our GIPA, GIPA's the New South Wales term. Hopefully in our RTI we get to the bottom of that, whether that's true or something else transpired. Okay, a few other nitty-gritty things when it comes to whale migration. The department claims that they try and minimise entanglements of whales and dolphins via using pingers on these nets. Now, I just want to say very, very clearly that is nonsense. There is absolutely no evidence that pingers reduce entanglements of whales or dolphins. In fact, there's science to show that they have no effect on dolphin and whale behaviour. And I think the department pretending that they work and having it on their website and putting in their press release that we take these active measures to reduce entanglements and mentioning pingers in that is deceptive. it's a lie. They know it doesn't work. It's just there to so they can say they're doing something, and they shouldn't be able to say it. I don't think government departments should be able to intentionally lie or mislead, which is clearly what any reference to a pinger is, because they know it doesn't work. Another point on shark net removal is it did briefly happen in Queensland, not long after New South Wales. So New South Wales, 1989, they made the decision, started doing it. Early 90s, again, we only found this information through right to information requests. Early 90s, they started removing nets on the Gold Coast during whale migration season, and then it stopped. From then, they stopped doing it. We have no idea why. We have no idea on the direction of who. None of those records seem to exist, or at least our RTI didn't capture it. But it briefly happened on the Gold Coast. They briefly did the right thing on the Gold Coast and then stopped. So not really a surprise that Queensland, is 30 plus years behind New South Wales. But there you go. It is what it is. We hope that they'll update and they'll change soon, but there we have it. The last point I think I wanted to make today is on this kind of ignore the science approach of the government. So they know pingers don't work, yet they continue to use it. Fine, continue to use them. I'm sure they can't do any harm. I'm sure they're not going to create more humpback whale entanglements or more dolphin entanglements. But to actively go out there and pretend they work, that's anti-science. That's as simple as that. Ignoring your scientific working group, who for over 3 years has been saying nets should come out during migration season, that's anti-science as well. You know, we thought that maybe with the Palaszczuk government, we sort of started to accept that was the way with the Palaszczuk government. If it's anti-science but it's safe politically, they'll probably do it. We hoped for better with the Miles government when Palaszczuk stepped down and the new Premier, Stephen Miles, who's the diver himself, we believe, who is also an ex-environment minister. We hoped for better, but it seems to be exactly the same, more of the same. Ignore the science, bury your head in the sand, try and bury the science as well. We have internal emails from the department where they essentially say the removal of nets was discussed during a scientific working group meeting, and there's an internal department email saying, in the minutes, let's not put that up in lights. Essentially, let's bury that. Let's bury that this was discussed. So it's just more of the same. Palaszczuk, Miles, doesn't seem to make a difference. It is an anti-science approach from a government because the science might be a politically risky decision to follow the science, so they just don't do it. Okay, that's probably long enough. I want these to be short, sharp, somewhat snappy, give you a bit of a deeper dive onto all the stuff that we're in every day, we're living and breathing every day, we have a really, really deep understanding of, but we can never really convey through social media posts and stuff like that. You just can't get this level of detail across. So give us some feedback if you like this. If it was too long, too short, glossed over stuff, waffled too long on stuff, just let us know, because we want these to be little bite-sized updates to give you a deeper understanding of the campaign, so that you can go out and share that information with more people. You can go lobby based on that information. You can go be activist on that information, and you can educate more people. The more knowledge, the more powerful, but we also need to get it out there. Let me know what you think. Take care. We'll aim for these to be maybe weekly, maybe fortnightly. We'll see. All I know for sure is today seemed like the right day to do the first one, given this poor humpback was entangled in Caloundra and will quite possibly die after being released, because post-release mortality isn't tracked, and it's a horribly exhausting event. Take care, everyone. Tune into the next one. Tell all your friends, and use this information and spread it through the community. Thank you.
My first time swimming with a tiger shark was on the Gold Coast, and she was literally taking her last breaths in front of us.
For 83 years and counting, we've been running the world's longest marine cull.
It is just off our coastline, but it's so hidden from the public.
You're afraid naturally of something that you don't know. They're actually the real victims and the ones that have something to fear.
Its intention is to kill sharks, to cull them.
It is absolutely archaic that we're relying on a program that was devised in 1930.
I hope to think every Australian can think like this.
It's not a solution by any means. They're just killing sharks.
People are unaware that this device is a fishing device.
We're killing in the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park.
I think once people realise what's happening, how senseless the killing actually is, I think they should be outraged about what is happening to Australia's beautiful natural resources.
We're the government and we are keeping you safe from this big scary thing.
They have no education in, no background in, and don't know what they're doing.
It is in effect a gag order, and it's near impossible to get any footage underwater.
Observations and concerns about the safety of the operation and
I want that
potential
camera.
jeopardy that you...
What if our ignorance is about to wipe them out?
There's a good chance this documentary may actually start its own feeding frenzy.